Hey guys, what's up? It is your boy, Alyx, man. I decided to make a follow-up to my Seth Rollins video I recently posted. That was an excerpt of my Wrestling Paradise preview with Preston. Read your comments, a lot of feedback, a lot of discussion, and a lot of great points made on both sides. I want to thank all of you for keeping wrestling a topic on YouTube, making it fun to discuss, making it debatable, but at the same time, not being assholes about it, not being mean, not degrading others for how they feel about certain subjects, certain wrestlers, certain companies, keeping it about the wrestling product and having fun. It's all about having fun. That's what I work for. That is why I'm up here, and I believe this is what wrestling fans need to do. If we ever want to make a difference in the business, we need to discuss, debate, listen to one another, and compromise. Yes, we won't always agree on things. However, I can see where you're coming from, you see where I'm coming from, and we acknowledge different points of, okay, see, this is where I agree with you, but this is how I see it. And that is what I'm going to do in this video, because a lot of you gave great points to what I said about Seth Rollins in that preview. I believe, honestly, although I did make a good stance on why I think Seth Rollins sucks as a champion, I will say I can see why people got confused. I can see why people got caught up in the whole idea of, oh, Alyx, man, you're just angry that he's a cowardly heel. And no, that was not what I was trying to say. But I guess that's how it came across, and I will take the blame for that. Here's what I'm going to say. When it comes to being a cowardly heel, when it comes to the role of being a cowardly heel in any wrestling promotion or product, three things have to happen. One, yes, okay, they will run away, but they have to run away for a reason. And that reason is, this guy is a threat to my reputation or a threat to my championship. Okay, if it makes sense to run away, fine. Ric Flair has done it many times before. He's run away from Dusty Rhodes, from Hulk Hogan, from all these other people because he's always felt like his championship was in jeopardy. Alright, fine. Two, it has to be consistent with his character. Edge, in this instance, is a perfect example. Okay, yes, Edge ran away from some opponents. Not all of them, but some opponents. Yes, Edge cheated. Yes, Edge had help. However, what is his character? The ultimate opportunist. Edge will interfere in your match if it means that he can hurt you and injure you before he wrestles you in a future championship match or something. Okay, maybe he'll cash in Money in the Bank. That makes sense. Edge will cheat. Like he'll use a weapon. He'll grab your tights. That makes sense. He'll find a way to slither inside the match with help from an authority figure like Vicky Guerrero. Maybe he'll beat you by countout. Maybe he'll beat you by DQ to maintain, or he'll lose by DQ to maintain his championship. Okay, that makes sense with Edge's character. If Brock Lesnar did that, I would be pissed, because that's not Brock Lesnar. He is the beast. Brock Lesnar doesn't cheat. Brock Lesnar doesn't need to cheat. He doesn't need to grab your tights. He will beat you, or should beat you, with his bare hands. You know, Honky Tonk Man, okay, he'll cheat. He has cheated to keep his IC championship for over a year. Makes sense. You know, Randy Orton, some people brought up Randy Orton, now he had help. Okay, makes sense. He's always had help. But Randy Orton falls into the category of number 3. As well as Ric Flair, as well as Edge. And that is, when their back is against the wall, when they have no other option but to fight, they will put their foot down and fight. That is the best quality of a cowardly heel. They will run until they have no other place to run. That, my friends, is where Seth Rollins falls off. Rollins, to me, is a good performer. Yes, okay. Rollins, to me, can be a good champion. However, I feel like this last run, ever since he's won the championship, has been just bad. It's been bad. Because, yes, he's had help. Yes, he's gotten heat. Yes, he's done all that kind of stuff. Whatever. The one thing that's hurt him, and it's not his fault, it's the booking of WWE. He has not won a single match by himself. He hasn't gotten the credibility of being a strong world champion, a champion that can actually win matches without help. Because he's always had help. And that's hurt him. Because the problem, guys, is that it doesn't make sense to his character. It doesn't. The WWE has established Seth Rollins as the architect of the Shield. In storyline, he is the guy that brought the Shield together. He is also a daredevil. We've seen him kill himself in these matches. Yes, he was a babyface, but he's done it as a heel as well. Against Dean Ambrose all last year. Hell in a Cell, Falls Count Anywhere matches, doing all these crazy stunts. But he's also egocentric. Okay? A guy like that, I don't understand why he would want to have as much help as he did. Cause last year, he was all about, I can control Dean Ambrose. I can do this. You would think his pride would not want him to have as much help. But damn it, all I see is Seth Rollins kissing up to Stephanie, to Triple H, to Mama and Daddy, and getting help from J&J Security and Kane, because he used to feel like he can do it by himself, but now he feels like I can't do it without you. It's like his character made a complete 180 into something that just makes no sense at all. And then he's running from everybody. Guys, he took out Randy Orton last year. Survivor Series, after Survivor Series, he took him out. He put him on the shelf. Tell me why he would run from him when he comes back. He just ran out of the arena. That was Fastlane. I remember that. So you would confront Randy Orton in a match, beat him clean, take him out, but still run. How does that make sense? It doesn't at all. And to make matters worse, again, tying into him doing a 180 on his character. If this guy is the architect, someone explain to me how he could fall for something as stupid as Randy Orton rejoining the Authority. The guy who brought the Shield together, the brainchild of the Shield, this guy who's supposed to be smart can easily fall for something like Randy Orton. He comes across as a moron, as an idiot, not just with Randy Orton, but hell, with Brock Lesnar. Need I remind you, at Royal Rumble, he broke Brock Lesnar's ribs. He broke his ribs and made it hard for him to wrestle throughout the match. Yes, John Cena was there too, and he had help, but he broke his fucking ribs. Rollins can say that I hurt the beast. So again, if he was egotistic, you would at least think, oh, I can beat you. And okay, there is some sense in him running from Brock Lesnar, cause Brock Lesnar is a threat. I know that. Here's where it doesn't make any sense. Just a month ago, this guy decided, you know what? I am done running. I am done. Absolutely done being a coward. I am going to fight. I am going to be a legit champion. He cut that promo right after, was it Chamber? Yeah, the Monday Night Raw after Chamber. And then for the entire month up into Money in the Bank, guess what? No running. I'm going to fight. I am here to show that I am a legit champion. Then he goes to Money in the Bank and gets the championship. By luck. But, hey, he confronted Dean Ambrose. Didn't run from him. So all of a sudden, okay, Brock Lesnar, I'm a cowardly heel now. I want help. I can't do it without you. Oh my God, the inconsistencies of his character is ridiculous. And it's gotten me to a point that I don't even want to see him anymore. Cause it makes no sense at all. And then all of a sudden, this past week, oh, now I'm gonna fight you for real. It's just like, no, be consistent, please. Just be consistent. Oh my god, it makes no sense, man. And okay, the final thing. This one really, really gets me. Rollins during his, okay, maybe not championship run, but during his tenure as a heel, has lost matches to Heath Slater and J&J Security when he did not have help. I'm gonna say that again. Heath Slater, yes, it was by distraction, but he lost a match to Heath Slater. J&J Security, by distraction. I'll give you that, but hell, you know what, guys? He still lost the match. He could not beat them legitimately by himself. They have not established. That's the point. They have yet to establish that Seth Rollins can beat someone without, in some type of way, cheating, without finding a way to slither a victory away. I have yet to see Seth Rollins beat anybody legitimately. And Ambrose at Money in the Bank doesn't count because he won by luck. By luck. The championship landed in his hands. Unfortunately. Some of you might say, well, he pulled it down. No, Ambrose and him pulled it down. But he got hold of the championship as it came down. So he won by luck. I'm sorry, they have done a very poor job of making Seth Rollins a legit champion. I don't like him as champion anymore. And you know what? This kind of champion I don't want to see. Which is why I said in my preview that Brock Lesnar needs to win and he would be a better champion. Because at least Brock Lesnar is a legit champion. Yes, he will be gone for months after he wins it. But damn it, I would rather have that champion than what I got now with Seth Rollins. He's a good performer, but the booking of WWE has hurt him. So that's it, okay? I'm not saying I don't like Seth Rollins because he's a cowardly heel. That's not the point. That is not at all the reason. Look beyond the shallowness of that kind of thinking and understand what I'm really saying. What I'm really saying is how he is portrayed, how he is booked, and based off of what they've done with him as the champion, I do not want to see this continue. I do not want to watch this. No one wants to watch a champion that always needs help, that always has some excuse, that always has inconsistency that's going back and forth between, oh, I'm gonna beat you, oh, I need help, and he can't win a match by himself. And there you go. That is why I feel Seth Rollins sucks as WWE champion, at least as a heel champion. If he ever does get the championship back as a babyface, maybe I'd like it. Maybe he can be a good heel champion if booked correctly. Not anymore, not right now, but down the line, sure. I just feel like they screwed him up. WWE screwed up Seth Rollins as champion. I decided to make that response a follow-up to what I said about Seth Rollins as a weak champion. Let me get your thoughts down below. Do you see, at least now, where I'm coming from? Do you still disagree? Do you still think that, oh, Alyx, man, you just hate him because he's a heel, blah, blah, blah. Well, here's my opinion. I look forward to reading your opinions. See you later tonight for my review of Battleground, and we'll see what happens with Mr. Seth Rollins. This is your boy, Alyx, man, signing off. Peace.